Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Three Stitches podcast. We are your hosts for this Friday. We were supposed to podcast on Thursday, but
All heck was a poppin', so
Yes.
we didn't get there. Well, don't hate us, but
yeah, this is episode, I want to say 132, maybe
don't ask me.
133.
I have
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. We forgot to check before we podcasted.
Yep. No, I didn't. If you get the Kindle out, you can tell.
Yeah, I could, but it's all the way over there behind all my stuff,
I know. That's
and the battery's almost dead. This is Niddle. I am Knitting Doink. Those are Ravelry and Plurk names.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is the Three Stitches podcast.
Yes, Friday.
Yes, it is Friday.
It's a Friday.
So you're just gonna start into stuff you're working on?
I was just gonna. Well, while I'm talking, I'm going to knit.
You'll have to forgive us. We have tea with us just because
Yeah.
this is the first end of anything other than Diet Coke for caffeine today.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm a little on the sleep deprived side, so
Yeah.
anything may come out. Sorry in advance.
And also, we have the dog about. He's been very
Mhm.
mischievous
Mhm.
this week, like very mischievous.
Yes. Yes.
Just thankfully he stopped following me around everywhere. That was like I flew home on.
He missed you.
My first full day here was Friday, and it was like almost all weekend. He was just following me around everywhere I went.
Yep.
No matter where.
I think he was frightened that you were going to leave again because he's very insecure. You know, when he's afraid of something, you know it.
Yeah.
You know it.
But I mean, he has had his cute moments. Like yesterday, I was petting the cat on the stairs, and we have a tabby cat. So, when she doesn't want any attention, she'll let you know. So it's kind of this joke that like you pet her twice and then you're done. I mean, no
You
more.
better run because she's going to seek revenge.
So I got my two pets in, and then she's declawed in the front, so she smacks my hand. And the dog, I had forgotten the dog was right behind me. And before I could do anything about it, he was chasing her up the stairs because he was going to get her because she smacked me.
Yes.
Very
He loves you. He loves you. Yes. And now Chappie has taken to
Stealing her spot upstairs.
yes, so she's wandering upstairs like, where do I go? They're all against me. But that's not how it is. I'm sorry. I have nervous energy. I think we should start with the week in review. And it's not going to be in depth and everything because we're still coming to terms with some things in our family. Oh, there goes the dog.
2 days ago,
Mm-hmm.
on Wednesday, Dad came home with the news that since the company was downsizing, his job was cut. So was he.
Well, I mean, the insanity of all this. He's been there the longest. He's been with the company for 36 years.
38.
38, yeah.
Yeah.
38. He's been with the company for 38 years. So they need to make their numbers look good. So they take the senior most person around and take his job right out.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he was lucky enough to get a nice severance package.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've got stuff saved up. But I mean, it was kind of a shock of it's like, okay, in a month and a half, he's out of work.
Yeah, he'll be home. And I received a really nice note last night. I was in the middle of a migraine, so I didn't reply.
Well, you're still in the
back.
middle of a migraine.
I'm in the middle of a migraine.
But that's nothing new.
That is nothing new. I am migraine. I'm a migraine sufferer. And
Migraine prone.
Yes, I am. But I was in the middle of one, so I couldn't reply back. But I got a really nice message about, there is the other side of, coming through a layoff and looking for the positive. And I really, really needed that note. So hubby and I talked this morning before he left to work. And I had told him, I said, a lot of people go through this, and it's not new. Everyone's going through it. Sooner or later, you go through changes in your life, and this is one of our changes. But I felt very, very lucky that I could talk on Plurk and get the cyber hugs, and I really needed to know that there were other people on the other side of cyberland out there, sending the prayers, sending the hugs. It means a lot. It really does. long and short of it, we're going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to be okay. I know hubby's going to get another job. You can't have his knowledge base.
He is a walking brain.
He is. He's a walking brain.
And he's personable a bit. More than
he's gotten
more
better.
Than, more than most, walking brains. He's not like Sheldon. He does have social skills.
He does have social skills. And he has a great sense of humor. And he doesn't say bazinga at all. But
well,
when we first came down to El Paso, I thought, I didn't know anything about the area. And I have since really warmed up to people in El Paso. But it turns out that if he was going to get laid off, this is a really good place to get laid off for prospects of other jobs. Because yesterday, one of the gentlemen that my husband has worked with, literally taking apart motors and modules up. My husband is the type that if you have a problem, he doesn't advise you from his cubicle. He rolls up his sleeves and he goes, "Let's go find out." If somebody comes up with a question, he will help until the answer is found. Well, one of the gentlemen literally, they tore apart so many engines to troubleshoot problems. Came up to my husband and said, I heard that you got laid off. I know a lot of people in Mexico. I'm going to put the word out that you're a good guy, and let's see if we can get you another job.
Mm-hmm. And also, Texas itself.
He didn't have to.
Texas itself is good for job growth.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
It is a very good. It's never a good place to get laid off. But it is.
It would have been worse in
to be laid
Buffalo.
off. Yeah,
we would have been a far worse situation in Buffalo than we are here. We have developed a network of friends, and a place is a place. But the people that you become friends with become family, and they support you, and they put the word out. And people have been super kind, super, super kind. But that is the end of what we're gonna say about this, because this is not the podcast of hubby got laid off.
Yeah.
Hubby and we haven't told the younger children yet.
There hasn't been a great moment.
There really hasn't. And
our weeks are just crazy, so it'll probably be Saturday.
It'll probably be Saturday, but it doesn't matter if it's today, tomorrow, or the next day if the kids find out.
Yeah.
It has to be the right time, because I'm not going to let kids get insecure for something that we are meant to keep them secure while they're growing up. That's our job. But this is a knitting podcast. This is not a pity podcast.
And to complete our week in review, I will say that a few weeks ago, well, maybe two. I finished my Elizabeth shawl, and I finally got to block it.
Yay!
And the surprising thing was okay, here's it all blocked out.
You sounded very Canadian there.
Oh, good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since we're by the Mexican border.
You were raised by the Canadian border for a lot of your life.
But the surprising thing was that when I blocked it, usually if there's anything wet wool in the house, our cat Dixie will be on it. I can bring
a magnet in her butt for wool.
I can bring a shawl up, nothing. I can block it out dry. I don't know why you would, but I could. No problems. But the minute water touches that, her butt is on it. And I blocked 2 projects this week. Didn't even bat an eyelash. So
maybe as she's aging,
she's mellowing out. No. Mm-mm. After she bit Justin when he's playing on the computer.
Yeah, poor kid. She's just tenderizing, I think. I don't know.
But so I did finally get that blocked out. I will hope, fingers crossed, to get it photographed and put it on Ravelry. But I have a very, very bad track record on that front, so I wouldn't count on it. I was supposed to take pictures of it while it was blocking, but I forgot. Because I blocked it on, Tuesday? And Tuesdays are crazy.
Tuesdays are bananas.
All of our days this week have been kind of crazy. Between picking up after the kids and chasing after the dog.
And a shower? Okay. This is the one thing that... Okay.
Yeah.
Day after hubby finds out that...
yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Ian comes down wet.
My oldest brother. Well,
yeah.
Youngest.
The shower, no water will come out.
And a 9th grader, so
well, look, okay, we have another shower in the house. You're just going to have to take a number and wait. So one shower 4 people.
In under an hour. Under
think
an
they
hour.
turned off. I really don't. So when they went to school, I said, you were going upstairs. I said,
Mhm.
honey, can you look at the shower? Just make,
See if there's
how
something
bad
just
it
like
is.
easy to fix.
I'm thinking there's scale, because we have hard water here. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
so
we're going to
we were
take the
thinking that-
shower head
yeah.
off and lime away it. I'm thinking that's it. And you come down, no, there's water. And I'm like,
Yep.
I think he had a bad day.
Yep.
So I fixed a shower that didn't need to be fixed. It was the easiest
Yeah.
fix I've ever done in my
Oh,
life.
I know, right? But I've gotten quite a few projects. Well, not quite a few projects, but
You've gotten a fair amount done.
yeah, I have. This week has been. I've gotten a lot done, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
But
You have?
so my one like finished like off the needles project is Vlad.
Oh, here, I'll help you.
Yeah, and that's not a very good representation of color. It's
It's more brilliant than that.
yeah. Let's see. Does it help if? Yeah, there you go. That's a bit better.
Yeah.
But it is a free pattern on Ravelry,
Mm-hmm.
and I had just enough to finish, and there was enough yarn for like maybe 2 hexapuffs for Mo.
Yes, I have Hexbuff now.
But this is in the Black Trillium. It was the colorway was a number, so I don't remember the name of the colorway.
Well, if your father wasn't laid off, I would have seen some in my future. But it'll give me, a chance to look forward to it.
Yes. But it was
It's a beautiful colorway.
and it was lovely to work with. I loved all of her colors too. They're all gorgeous.
Well, I think yarn dyers have come a long way. I mean, I've
Yeah.
been a knitter for how long in my life?
Mhm.
And about 5 years ago, I wouldn't have thought about buying from an indie dyer. Now they're the first on my mind.
Mhm.
If I need a unique colorway, because the indie dyers, they're willing to work with you. They're
Yeah.
willing to dream with you. It's amazing.
Mhm.
I think it is a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good thing. It is a good thing.
And so that was blocked yesterday. I finished early yesterday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
And the room where all the camping stuff is.
yeah. And I mean, I
What
blocked it
happens?
out. And it was blocking overnight. I unpinned it. I unpinned it yesterday morning.
Mhm.
So it was. So I blocked it all Tuesday.
Did you have a whole lot of, help, audience?
No, Chappie, our other cat helped me block out, or more like try to distract me blocking out the Elizabeth show. But I didn't have any help blocking out Vlad. But I had help unblocking Vlad because my oldest young brother, the 9th grader, because
Your oldest
because the oldest brother sounds like he's older than I am.
No, well, he's not. But when you have 2 girls, and you have a boy, and then you have another girl, then you have a boy, it's a sticky situation to
It is.
describe. It really is.
But he's a freshman this year, and he's going on a camping trip next week.
With Boy Scouts.
So he took Catherine's room, and I don't know if he asked for permission. It was just like, oh, I think I'll just like put all my stuff in here
Well, he
Tends
asks
to
for
ooze.
forgiveness.
rather than permission.
Oh yeah. Well,
But
he gets that from people in his family.
yeah, who shall remain nameless.
Yes.
But
Well, don't look at me.
I went to unpin it early that morning, and he put like his backpack and stuff on the floor. But then he was just like piling stuff up on the bed on top of my blocking shawl.
In this house, that's deadly.
Yeah, I was this close.
You could get the evil stare of death if you did
Yeah.
that. I mean,
I've seen
with how many knitters in this
I've
house?
seen pictures of like when like somebody like fall asleep on a couch, and they will someone else will, like as a practical joke will just like put like duct tape all like across the bed so they can't get up and out. He was that close. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking the table. I was that close to
I
doing
would
that.
never have done that.
But I mean, some of the he even pulled some of the pins out and putting stuff on the bed. So he was really lucky. He lived through that.
Uh-huh. Tea is so much better.
Yeah. But our other like I'll say semi-finished project, our Even Stars, since we're knitting it with Jackie Knits
Oh.
and Catherine. You didn't bring it's sitting over there on
Yeah,
that
but
desk.
if you show yours, it'll look just like mine because we're in the same
Yeah.
we're in the same spot.
So on Tuesday, I got to I finished row 26 on my Even Star.
Mhm.
And that's right before the pattern starts to change again. So we decided that'd be probably a good place to stop. So
And wait.
yeah,
it is.
we will wait
I was
for
ready to stop for a little bit.
yeah. We'll wait for Jackie and we'll wait for Catherine and then we'll start all
Just
over
like, there's a
again.
kitty hair alert. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, cat hair goes everywhere.
Oh yeah. Well, they love your wool.
So here is chart 3. And it finally looks like something now. I mean, when you've got like
It looked
5...
like something after 5 rows.
Well, it does, but it looks more like an edging. It doesn't really have anything...
You're persnickety, you know.
Yes, I am. Very persnickety. So here's what it's looking like so far. Oh, I keep forgetting that things are backwards.
If I had put my webcam in the middle of the
Yeah,
computer,
I
it
know.
would be better, but
I know.
it never stays in the middle. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
All right, so that is our even star,
Like with
and
kids.
it'll be down for... We'll put it down until everyone else is ready.
Mhm. Yeah, we will.
And put it back in my bag.
Mhm.
All right. So then, do we want to go works in progress since we're already there?
Well, I got things
Oh.
that are done too.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Saturday
Oh,
was the
man.
blue and gold. Oh.
That was a nightmare.
Oh, I would never have survived it without knitting. I'm telling you that.
Nope. We got there.
I
It
would've-
started at 5, and we didn't get home until 8:45.
Yeah,
It was absolutely nuts. And they
And I
didn't even
felt for
feed
the-
us well.
they didn't. And I have to say, I commend our kids because there was very little whining. There could have been a whole lot
Yeah.
more whining to be had. We could have heard,
Yeah.
"Yeah, here we go, yeah." But it is real. I still think it's rude if there is a ceremony if you leave before the end.
Mhm.
I'm old school. I know it.
And also, by the time you're like, you know what, we should probably just like leave. It was too far along. We're like, well, why don't we just stay? You know,
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't have been that much of an improvement.
But can you imagine a kid getting his award, his arrow of light, and looking out, and there's nobody in the audience?
Yeah.
That's rude.
We started out close to the front, like maybe like 3 tables
Mhm.
back, and by the end of the ceremony, we were the farthest back in the whole
Mhm.
place.
There was nobody behind us.
Nobody.
Nobody. The tables were in the middle of the ceremony. They were clearing off the tables. They were
Mhm.
taking the tablecloths off. People were taking the centerpieces,
Yeah.
which I thought, I'm thinking like, did you ask? And I know they didn't ask.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, whoever made those probably wanted to take them back home,
Mhm.
and they weren't given the chance. I mean, that would have hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
But we went through it. We went through it. And I had started this, and I got like 10 rows into it.
I get a good like 2 inches done on my sweater just by sitting there.
Uh-huh. And I finished it. Now, this is for a grandma. Her grandchild is in England, and she got to spend Christmas with her grandchild and her granddaughter. I've seen pictures. She's adorable. Oh, she's adorable. And Kathy saw one of the scarves that I had made myself, the orange one, from the yarn that I got from Rhinebeck.
Oh yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
And she said, could you make a scarf for my 3-year-old granddaughter? And I'm thinking like, well, that's going to be nothing. I mean, it's going to be 5 minutes. I started it Saturday morning. I finished it
Saturday
With-
evening.
5 minutes before it was done.
Mhm.
And I was going to get the shakes because I had a sock in my purse, so I would be okay.
But I mean, especially at that point, like I couldn't knit anymore. I just wanted to go home and go to bed.
I was so drained.
Yeah, it was.
I never thought sitting was so taxing in all my life.
And eating terrible spaghetti.
Yeah, it was
Jar sauce would have been an improvement. That stuff was
It was
rank.
the only time that I should have gone like the kids and asked for no sauce.
Yeah. That was rank. It really was.
But this is a moonberry, and this is in, I love this
Yarn.
sport weight red tweed. And I made it for Kathy's granddaughter. I gotta weave in the tags.
Because
But
we all
it-
know who Kathy is.
Well, I mean, unless she lived here and you knew at school she was one of the administrators, you would never have known. But, she shouldn't be, she who should not be named. Her name is Kathy, and she's going to England this summer. And she'll be taking this to her granddaughter. So I think she's going to like it. I think it's just big enough for a 3-year-old.
Well, you didn't have any more yarns. That's how big it had to
Yeah,
be.
I knit every
And she's the one that says,
scrap.
"Oh, I'll only need like half a skein." I'll be like, "No, I just knit till you run out of yarn." She's like, "No, I'll have some left over."
And I kept on knitting, and I kept on knitting, and it I wanted to, at one point, I just wanted to, if I was like my father, I could have closed my eyes and fallen asleep, and nobody would have known it. Your Grandpa Wayne?
Mm-hmm. Well, he was narcoleptic.
He just, and he could get 20, 30 minutes of sleep, and nobody ever knew it. I'm thinking like, oh, I would have liked. He was my stepfather. I adored him. I adored him. And half the conversations, the touching conversations I had with him, never knew he's asleep. Because he could do that.
All right. So her other project, I don't remember the name of this. Almost took it for a ride. It's in this like kind of
Over the moon, and is juniper moon
Copper.
Copper. Mm-hmm. It has to be blocked out.
Yeah.
Seriously,
And it's more shimmery than this. Than that.
This looks. Ooh, this looks
And
like
it
someone
smells
poured
funny,
tang
too.
over it.
It does. It smells funny.
It's
See?
it's lavender.
No, it doesn't
It's-
smell it. It smells like Grandma
it's-
Vi's trailer.
Lavender. So
And
this
it's
is
very
my
like.
over the moon. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what I wanted. I really wanted that.
Oh, so you wanted to like double over on itself?
Yes.
Like smack itself?
Yeah, see there. I'm gonna do that.
Wow.
Juniper
counts-
moon,
counts
and
like
I
a
did
purse.
this on size 6 needles.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. My moonberry was on size 5s. Over the moon was on size 6. Don't ask me the Canadian version. I have a migraine. The metric. I don't remember.
Any other finished objects? I
No.
don't think so. No.
Oh, I finished one of my socks. I
Big
finished.
whoop! You finish a sock in like 3 hours.
Ooh, that was good.
I didn't feel anything. Now, if I were to smack you with my flothering gale, then
You'd be
You would've
picking
been
me up.
bruised.
I would have
Yeah.
been knocked
you'll
out.
see that in a sec.
Okay. So. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not. No.
Here,
No.
it's much.
It's greener.
It's more
That's blue.
they're like seafoamy kind of colors.
Yeah. So this is the vanilla bean on size 2 double point needles. That's vanilla bean socks because you can see the slip stitches here. I like this. I like
Because it
it
totally
all.
looks like a vanilla bean.
I still did not look up who it was by.
Nice.
I
I now remember who designed the sweater. Who? Carol Feller.
Mm.
Yeah. Finally remembered after like how many weeks of sewing the sweater.
I know where you get that from then.
All right.
Vanilla bean, and I'm working on the other one. I'm turning the heel. I was turning the heel in the bank, and the poor teller, I think I should apologize to him. He says, "Can I do anything else for you?" I said, "No, you checked me out way too quickly. I haven't finished turning my heel. Can you take longer next time?" And he just looked at me like,
Yeah. And it was probably just because we went during lunchtime, so there was a
Don't ever
massive
do that
line.
again.
No. No, but GECU was worse.
"Oh man!"
GECU
And it
was
turned
much
out we knew
worse.
people there.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, I can go into bank and I never know anybody. I
Yeah.
get in and out, and I don't talk to anyone, which is
Except the
very
people
sad.
that you have to talk to.
The tellers, yeah, you have to talk to them because they don't know what you want unless you do tell them. But I took a nap as soon as I took the kids to school. My head was pounding. Took a nap. I felt better. Until I walked in the bank, I'm like, oh, crumbity, now I know why I go first thing in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad.
Yeah.
And they all looked like they were in traction.
But they had to take us to the customer service desk because they didn't have any tellers.
I thought it was because I was a knitter. I'm thinking like, I promise I'm good. I mean, the way she looked at it, like, get over there. I'm like,
Kind of like being called to the principal's office.
yeah, I kind of felt
Yeah.
like that. I mean, she was okay, but she wasn't the nicest of
No.
checkout. I mean, not checkout, but bank tellers
Yeah.
that we've ever had.
But talking about my sweater, I finished the body, so now I'm doing sleeves, and then I'll do the yoke. Gotta try and get it on my back here.
Yoke.
But it is the Woodburn cardigan by Carol Feller.
And now that she knows the name, we're going to be hearing it forever.
Be like, hey, guess who designed my sweater? Guess who designed my sweater? Just guess. Carol Feller. But what?
Now I know why I've been waiting for you to come home. I've needed a good laugh.
All right, so I think I was close to the end of my decreases last week. So It doesn't look very long. I mean, honestly, it doesn't.
No, actually, since you started it, it is looking a whole lot better.
It is, but it doesn't look like it's 14 inches long.
Yes, it does.
I mean, for me, it looks like I need to go a little while longer, but I don't. It fits. We've checked.
Yeah, and that's the nice part about having another knitter home.
Yeah.
You can bounce the ideas off of them. You know, you don't have to go, oh,
Mhm.
well, if I hold it up into a mirror, does it look okay?
Yeah.
I've done that, and I've screwed up big time.
Yeah. But here is the cable that is in there. Yep. And it's in more of a. It's more red than that. It's not
more
brown.
terracotta.
Yeah, it's not
orange.
brown.
It's not.
But I am currently
I
working.
like the color in person. I really
Mhm.
don't like it on the camera.
Yeah. But I'm currently working the sleeve. So here, this is more than halfway done, and the cable detail is on the sleeve as well. Yep. And that's my Woodburn cardigan. This has gotten a good amount done this week.
Yes, it has.
I mean, it's been the one project that I haven't finished off, so it's like been my faithful standby.
And we all need faithful standbys. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
we do.
And so my other work in progress is one that I was not planning on. It's all your fault. It is. It's all her fault.
I call it enabling.
But Mom had a skein of this left, which is the Red Heart Super Saver. She was using this for a blanket.
I was using it for the hemlock ring because kids
Mhm.
were going to use it, and I'm not giving them real wool.
Exactly.
Well, I don't want to have to say, oh, please don't put your feet on that. If I make something in this, go ahead.
Yeah.
Put your feet on it. I can throw it in the wash. And that's what you need to do,
Mhm.
really.
And
you need
it's
to be able to just throw it in the wash.
Yeah, I mean, there was 744 yards in here. She'd only used a bit.
I didn't use that much.
Yeah. And so I got another one for Walmart, so I have enough yarn.
Mm-hmm.
And I am working on the Flothering-Gale.
It's pretty.
It's a shawl by M. Mario Knits.
I think you should, once you're done with that, you should do it again, but in a sport way. Or I might do it in a sport way, because I think it would be just as pretty in a worsted as a sport way.
And it'll make a good couch blanket as well. And it's been going quickly.
And since you're moving into an apartment next year, I think you're going to need something like that. Because if
Yeah.
they turn your air conditioning up to fridge...
I have my own, we'll have our own thermostat.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that will be nice, because
Yes.
that was awfully cold last year for you.
But my circular's gotten rather full, so I really can't show you the lace very well.
And put it on a longer cable.
I'll do that later.
Put it on a longer cable.
But I started this yesterday. You can kind of see it. Yep, his hand's in the way.
It's pretty.
I started it yesterday, and I am working on.
It's like a shower cap now.
Yeah, it does. Or like a kind of like a beret. Like, no,
You
it
should-
looks like a shower cap.
Yeah.
Or a chef's hat. Be like,
You should wear it. You should put it on caps, wear it into your French class, and see what your French professor says.
yeah. But I started that yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm currently working on the last row of chart 1. So I'm working on row 55.
Are you done?
Yes, I am.
What's in Grumpy Old Lady?
Grumpy Old Lady has. Oh, this is my Grumpy Old Lady bag. It has my Even Star. in it.
Even Star.
My Grumpy Old Lady
I
bag.
should have known that. I should have known that. Well, I have been working on my vanilla bean socks, like I showed you, and I was in GECU waiting for you to get to the front of the line, and somebody who was standing behind me had said, "Oh, are those your St. Patrick's Day socks?" And I'm like, "Dang, I didn't think about that, but now I got to finish them by by St. Patrick's
Which will
Day."
be so hard. I mean, she'll
Oh.
be losing sleep trying to finish
will.
these. She'll be staying up to all hours,
And then I can start Gimli.
barely eating.
I can start Gimli. After I get these done, Gimli's going to be on the needles.
For Dad.
Yeah, I think he needs a good pair of socks to comfort his feet.
Because his feet are always so depressed. They need to be comforted.
Have you seen your father's feet? Put socks on those puppies.
Big, white, and pasty.
Yep, that'd be his.
Yeah.
But it would be nice,
Mm-hmm.
It will be nice. So I will have these done for St. Patrick's Day, and I will wear them because we are Irish. Bit of us.
Yep.
There's a little bit of Irish in us. So we'll be doing that.
Yes.
Leaves of grass.
She tore the house apart yesterday, going, I need that new skate. I need the last skate. I need the last skate. Right before we podcasted, she goes, hey, look, there's my other skate.
Well, what I had said last night, because I was getting very frustrated, I knew I had it. I knew I put it in a Ziploc bag. And I forgot where I put it.
She put it in a very safe spot, apparently. Safe from even her.
Yeah. Oh, man. And so yesterday I was like, I want to stop looking for this skating yarn, because when I stop looking for it, I'll find it. I found it. I found it. So
Sitting right on the table.
yeah.
I mean, she was ready to
if
rip
it
up
had teeth, it would have.
She's ready to rip up the carpet to look for it.
We don't have any more carpet. I had to rip
Upstairs.
the Pergo.
Upstairs.
Oh, it was bad. I was like, oh. I mean, here I am dealing with the stress of, the income situation. I'm dealing with the stress of kids, and then all of a sudden I have to deal with yarn gone walkabout. My head was hurting beforehand, but with the migraine, but it was really hurting afterwards.
You know you can use a bigger bag.
No, I'm not going to. Well, maybe I should, because I'm ripping the seam.
Yeah. That's why I
could
suggested
put it in one of my Lois bags. Yes, I could put it in Lois. Yeah.
I don't think Lois would like that.
In a Lois bag, my George Surratt bag.
You said you're going to put it in Lois.
In one of my Lois bags.
But I don't think she wants you to put it in her.
Well, I bought a bag, 2 bags from her. I can put it in one of those. I could. And I will.
Yes, you could.
Yes. So I will be moving this to my George Surratt bags by Lois. I think it'll be great. But from now on, all of my wool is going to stay together.
She says that now. Famous last words. Go ahead. Smack me. I will have all these witnesses.
No, I might just hide your knitting.
Then I will hide yours. I will hide your stash.
Where are you gonna hide my stash?
The dog's stomach. He would. He is my buddy. He would help me out.
Well, no, even he can't hold all that. He's out in the sun right now. But Leaves of Grass by Jarrett Flood. They are on size 6. Don't ask me the metric conversion because my brain hurts.
I could tell you.
You could? Okay,
Yeah.
please tell me.
Because it's on my highest. I am working my Woodburn cardigan on size 6s, so.
I think it's 4.5.
Nope.
What?
4.
4 metric. 4 millimeter. Okay. So here is Leaves of Grass. I have 2 full repeats. I am like 5 rows into the last repeat of the last chart before the edging. This is on Midnight Heather and Shadow Lace, and I absolutely love it. And wouldn't you know it, I was booking on this, and I thought I really need the other skein because I had a ball like that. And I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be a 5-minute, or I'm just going to go find it and tuck it in there. It turned into a whole day of looking. Oh. The string was dangling on my foot, and I'm thinking, is it a spider? Yeah. Oh, I don't like spiders. I don't like spiders and don't like snakes.
All right.
And we get a fair amount up here.
Yeah. Are those all your projects?
Yeah.
At least
I have
those are the ones that she's actively working on.
Yeah.
You should see our house. Only half of her needles are in their case because she's got half-started projects all over the place. You can't deny it. You know it's true.
I haven't said a word.
Therefore, proving my point.
I am working on the puzzle pieces, but I'm doing one, piece at a time. I don't think you guys need to see another piece of a puzzle.
And also, you really didn't do any since last podcast.
But it's back in my bag, and I'm thinking when I take Rachel to ballet, my brain can handle, even with a migraine, a puzzle piece, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to work on my sock. So I have a couple things that I'm actively working on. I'm not dropping them.
All right, so I guess as our last bit of business, we went to Maya Luna Yarns on Wednesday for our knitting, and I had checked Mom's stash, and I couldn't find anything.
Mother Hubbard, your cupboards are bare of the good stuff. I've got a lot of acrylic, which
But
couldn't use for this.
I have a project that I've been thinking about and working on. Well, not really working on, but
actively seeking a pattern.
yes. And I'm going to do the Henriette shawl, which don't ask me who it's by. It's a free pattern on Ravelry.
It's very cute.
It is.
I love the bow.
It's got a cable
Look it
down
up.
the center,
Mhm.
and then it's got like an I-cord with a bow right in the middle.
Look it up. It is so cute.
It is very cute.
Very, very cute.
And so I saw this, and it was some of Barbara's clearance yarn, and the color spoke to me because this is going to be for a friend. It's going to be a going away and a thank you present. And it is Kurtzer's Down to Earth Cotton, in the I think it's Dusty Rose.
Mm-hmm. Or do they just give you a number?
No, I remember on the tag when we were in there. Well, this one gives us a number, but she called it Dusty Rose, her antique rose. But that's no here there. That's you don't really get a
no right. Yeah, right about there.
but it's more this side. That's
Yeah.
kind of the color.
Yeah.
So I got 6 of those,
Mm-hmm.
and I will make a shawl out of these.
So what are you working on for autism awareness? Because this is the plug. This is where
Oh.
we mention it.
I finished my autism awareness. This is the one
Mhm.
I did for autism awareness because you need bright colors and you need at least 3 of them. And there's at least 3 of them in here. And it's very
You got
bright.
pink, you got purple, you got green, you got...
Blue.
No, that's not blue. That has to be opal.
Blue. See? Blue.
No, opal.
But yeah, but that's between the
It's opal. Opal. See, opal there, opal there,
that's blue.
opal there, opal there.
That's blue. That's opal.
That's opal. See,
But it's
Opal.
but it's only
opal.
but it's only because it's this color
Opal.
mixed with the blue.
Opal.
It's because it's from the transition.
Opal. I'm getting my humor back, and that's a good thing because I sure missed it.
Yeah, so I think that's everything. So our autism awareness, whatchamajigger, is still going along with the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, yes.
you can post a project in our thread.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, puzzle pieces are it for me, and I've missed doing them, so I can't wait to get back and do some puzzle pieces.
So I guess with that we'll sign off. We'll be back to our normal schedule next week with
Which is-
Catherine on
Mhm.
Monday, Mom on Wednesday, and me on Fridays.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to podcast tomorrow on Wednesday because your father is taking
Tomorrow on Wednesday.
Tuesday and Wednesday off.
Do you want to switch with me?
Would you mind? Oh no, the kids are going to be home. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The kids are going to be home all week long. So I'll just do it Wednesday.
Okay.
Your father will be really good about maybe playing a board game or something.
Yeah. You can play Yahtzee so you can hear the dice in the background all
Oh,
podcast
they-
long.
You know something? They love Yahtzee. I
And Justin beat the pants off everybody else.
Yes, he did. The baby of the family.
Yeah.
An 8-year-old. Oh my goodness. Adding up numbers in his head. Oh, boom, boom. Oh, that's that. Oh, that's that. And I'm like, here, dude, come over here. Help me.
Yeah, he rivaled Dad, which is very surprising.
No, you know something? There was very little arguments.
Mhm.
Yahtzee's a great game. So if you haven't played Yahtzee for a while, why don't you dig it out and play Yahtzee with your family? It's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. Or Life. They played Life very well. Rachel
Yeah.
didn't win. She had a boo-hoo fest, but that's okay. That's life.
Yeah.
That's life.
And if you're playing with Dad, I mean, he automatically wins usually anyways.
No. Justin won.
Wow.
He won. It was Ian or Justin who won. I lost terribly.
Well,
I always lose, but
Yeah.
I am a very good player. If I have knitting, I don't mind.
Mhm.
And I knit while we play Life. Because if I don't, I'm bored. I need knitting.
Mm-hmm.
Life is better with knitting.
All right, so we're almost at the 40-minute mark, so we should probably wrap it up here.
Yes, we should.
This one won't have, well, this one is not going to have one of those, like, funny, cool intros because her camera records in a different format, so Windows Media Player doesn't, Movie Maker doesn't like it.
Windows 8.
I mean, it's not Windows 8's fault for once. It's the camera. The camera saves to Real Player format, but
No. Whatever camera it has, because if I use the camera that's built into the computer,
Mhm.
it saves to Real Player. It is not the camera. It is Toshiba when they loaded the software that
Then
it goes
I
from
can.
there to there.
then I can fix that.
No, you leave everything alone. I don't want to be without a camera for how many weeks again? No, just leave it all alone. Just leave it alone. This is the
Okay.
way I like it.
So
Leave
then
it
over the
alone.
summer we're not using your computer.
That's fine. It'll have a vacation. I don't mind. Hey, let's not mess with success because you know what happened last time. I lost hair.
Well, we didn't mess with success. Your computer died.
It did. Well, life. Yeah, we've had a string of bad luck. Camera dying, my credit card getting compromised. Oh. I want to touch on one thing. One thing. A credit card got compromised. Okay, and this
We
is
talked about this last week.
okay. It was not my credit card company because my credit card company just said, "Oh, live with it." But talked to with a friend, and a friend had said that her advice from her credit card company, which was very chatty, be careful with your online purchases with credit cards because a lot of hacking is going on there, as what we found out with NitPicks
Mm-hmm.
and a whole host of other ones. So be wary when you click and pay for something online. I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm saying it's not as secure as it once was.
Yeah.
So I have paranoia like, ooh, we're gonna get hacked again.
You're just paranoid to begin with.
Well, it's a big hassle getting your new credit card number, calling all the people who have it on file.
All right. So, with that, we should probably sign off.
Yeah, you're going back to school.
On Monday.
And how many weeks till you come home?
Probably around 8. If you want, I will count when I get back to my door.
Yeah, you count when you get back, so then you and your sister will be home, and we can podcast in the summer, and we can have fun.
Yeah.
Works for me.
All right. So have a great week, and Mom will see you on Wednesday.
And you'll see them on Friday.
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, and I nearly got the heel done, so cooking right along.
All right. Better sign off before she goes weird on us. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.